Good morning, it's Angie. Welcome to my channel. So I haven't heard the lyrics to this song for a very long time, and it's One Night in Bangkok. Particularly the lyrics, I can feel the devil walking next to me. Now, for those that are new to my channel, I survived familial narcissistic abuse and I reclaimed my clair abilities. So I just have to come to the conclusion that a lot of the messages that I'm getting are to protect me, because I'm going back for a mini vacation to what I like to call the den of inequity, because I have a lot of familial psychopaths still walking on the planet. Yul Brynner, I kind of think about Rob Reiner still. I did watch Stand By Me. I watched it twice yesterday. And kind of interesting to see the younger boys in there, because some of those, there's Kiefer Sutherland in there. There's a couple of, I think it's River Phoenix, or I'm not really sure, but it's a really good movie. In particular, one of the very last scenes, when Richard Dreyfuss is typing on this computer of his, and maybe I'll give it away, but it kind of what perhaps was a little bit of foreshadowing, because that is the one movie that Rob Reiner wanted to be remembered by, from what I saw in an interview. The original title of that movie is called The Body by Stephen King. And kind of, hopefully I don't ruin this, but Richard Dreyfuss is typing something, and it has something to the effect of being stabbed in the throat. And because he's writing a novel in this Stand By Me, and it really shocked me to see that particular stuff typed on the computer, when in fact that's what happened to Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. So I can feel the devil walking next to me. I was thinking about Conan O'Brien, because he would have witnessed, a lot of these people would have witnessed a vicious argument. We'll probably see this play out in on the news or in the social media. Now, before I move on, there was something else I did last night, because I hear Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, which reminds me of Nashville, Tennessee, which reminds me of Candy Owens on Piers Morgan. Like, it is ridiculous what this woman is doing out there to the younger generation. I don't know who would follow her, but it feels like she's another ticking time bomb out there. Really has no care or concern for Erica Kirk or what she's mouthing off about Bridget Macron. She can't really form any sentences. She's kind of like this talking head, the loudest one in the room. That's how she presents herself. So I don't know what cards are going to come out here today. So I am going to be traveling tonight. So I'll be having a different background. And Rob Reiner was facing a battle that I don't think that's an uphill battle that kind of came to a tragic end. Well, it did come to a tragic end. And it doesn't matter what you do. This would be a cerebral psychopath drug addict. They're going to have a heyday with the lawyer. The lawyer is going to have a hell of a time trying to help this Nick guy, because we have a master debater out there. Very, very challenging. Well, very, very challenging out there. There was something else I did last night. I kind of chuckled because I just clicked on this one YouTube video, and it was in Quartzsite, which is an area in Arizona. And there's just a lot of infighting as well in the van life. It just kind of makes me laugh that I feel a little bit, I don't know the word, vilified? I don't even know. So, no news yet on Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Nick I think it's Nick Fuentes that really despises Candy Owens. I don't blame him, but wow, it's kind of like this talking head. So, but back to Yul Brynner, back to Rob Reiner. You know, they're going to have to work some magic. This guy will probably pull the old insanity or mental illness card. Okay, so we'll see what comes out here today. So good morning if you're here, if you're new here. Thank you to my 20 subscribers. I'm very comfortable letting my channel grow. Build it and they will come. It would be very tragic in that household with the young daughter. The young daughter's going to need some serious therapy. So we'll see what comes out here. Why is this Elvis Presley book club coming out here? But this is, maybe that's because I spoke about the Yuletide or whatever. But these are the types of people that are always, whether it's in the Elvis Presley book club, whether it's in those quartzite van life, this is a very, very difficult personality. The cerebral narcissist is very, very challenging type of person. This particular person, I'm not going to name too many names. This would be the, let me see, this is the Mensa club out there. And this is someone out there. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't need any of these ding-dongs following my channel anymore. But this would be kind of like how the cerebral narcissist, it's such an overused term, but they do think they're the smartest one in the room. Wearing different hats all the time. You know, when you see Nick Reiner walking around, he didn't look like he was too traumatized by any means. So we'll see what comes out here. Joe. That'll bring us back to Joe. Yeah, that's the people that are promoting lies still out there in the Elvis Presley community. Rick, if you are here, he's one of my subscribers because you won't see me on TikTok for a while. I saw the wonderful video that Rick posted regarding Cam in his Scooby-Doo Batmobile or whatever. It's just a joy to see Cam out there as well. So if you're here, that was a wonderful video that you posted, and kudos to you on your other channel. Okay, so we'll see what comes out here. Oh, okay, this is the Toothbrush Club. This is the cerebral narcissist. Very, very, very difficult for Rob Reiner. Extraordinarily difficult, because a lot of people are going to perhaps, you know, say this is the sense of entitlement. This is the bombastic type of, we're dealing with the cerebral narcissist because in Nick's trial will come a lot of leading psychiatrists and all sorts of cerebral people out there to defend this guy. There was a reason that I walked away from criminal law. When I worked in criminal law, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. It just always tested my integrity and I couldn't do it. Okay. So we'll see what comes out here by the Guardian Angel deck. I look a little bit tired. Okay, there we go. I love this card. I absolutely love this card. This is the solution to pollution is dilution. This is another cerebral narcissist. He passed away of Lou Gehrig's disease. He's in spirit right now. He's I did do the Shambhiva Mahamudra. This person is Sri Lankan, I think, though, but he's of the Indian nationality. Really, really kind person, and Just a wonderful person. That'll bring us doe, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself. Okay, so we'll see what comes out here today again. So for those that are traveling, be bear wise. Maybe that's a message for me. If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. And if it's white, say goodnight. Narcissist, the cerebral narcissist is a career narcissist. They have a way of master manipulating people. And the one that is connected to you, the blood relative, like I said, Rob Reiner had an incredible force that he was dealing with, because it's pulling on your heartstrings all the time. So that's and he was older as well. He was 78. So that was, you know, makes you wonder. I wonder a lot of things. That's why I walked away, my Waka method, walk away, keep away, but he couldn't, you know. And it's just going to shine the spotlight on how drugs have affected that particular family. And everywhere he turned, he was just facing a mountain of drug abuse in that family with that Nick guy. Okay, so this is the dismissive. Oh yeah, okay, so she's a drug addict too. This is the one I mentioned before. Before I go on a little bit further, I mentioned this particular person before, or someone like this person got punked again on crypto, got hoodwinked, lost a lot of money through crypto, thinking that it was Elon Musk on the internet. You just have to use your logic, because really what's hidden behind all of this is greed. But this is the Mopots. This is the drug addict card. But smoking pot is not the same as doing crystal meth. I think that's possibly what Nick was on. Very, very challenging though. Very, very, that's the dismissive adult as well. That has nothing to do with, that could be Nick Reiner himself. I'm not going to say that word. Okay. It's all about Eve. Very, very jealous card. I watched that. I think that's with, is it with Betty Davis? But it's this regarding crystal meth here. It's not, we're not in Kansas anymore. I just have to say that they have a massive, massive problem with drugs, the younger generation. But that's the two-faced card. That is the two-faced card. What was that? Was that all about Eve? I think that's with Betty Davis. Or was that? Narcissists want you to keep your nose on your own face. That's what they want you to do. Okay. There are no coincidences whatsoever. Don't ever think that there are any coincidences, because there's no such thing as coincidences. This is serendipity. I absolutely love this card. This is the young and up-and-coming young entrepreneurs that are working their butts off, that are living clean lifestyles, are not into drugs. Just say no to drugs. Me, a name I call myself. I think in that Reiner family, I think the daughter, Rumi, was facing, is that her name, Rumi? If I said it wrong, correct me in the comments, but I think she was facing, she's going to be entering the dark night of the soul. And okay, so we'll see what else comes out here. So that's kind of like a little bit of, my channel is a little bit of the things that I like to do and what I did last night. And because I did face public humiliation out here before, I just felt like Rob Reiner or the son Nick felt like when he was centered out, they don't take too kindly. The cerebral narcissist psychopath doesn't take too kindly to rejection. They can't handle rejection. They can't handle anything publicly humiliated. It's all about them. They're the ones that have to remain in control all the time, and most likely stalking his own family. These are very, very unhealthy people. That's why we don't do do-overs. Staying in that house. Jeez, terrorizing. You gotta be kidding me. What is this? This card keeps coming up. Well, this is the stalker card. They're very, very bombastic, tooting their own horn. I'm just surprised that this card came up. I'm just going to show you this card. This could be the maroon card. That could be, I say maroon because that is the mentality of Candy Owens out there. Candy Owens is just toxic out here in social media, because this is the Nashville, Tennessee card. What I witnessed yesterday, her on Piers Morgan, was absolutely embarrassing. He called her out. He could not get her to answer a question. It was just like a clash. They're constantly interrupting each other. You couldn't make heads or tails of what she was trying to promote out there regarding Charlie Kirk, regarding Egyptian planes, regarding, one night in Bangkok, regarding Bridget Macron. Like, she's facing a huge lawsuit, and you can't, she doesn't seem to know when to stop. One night in Bangkok made the heart man. Not much between us, bare and next is. I can feel the devil walking next to me. Okay, so we'll see what else comes out here today. Ooh, you know what? What is with this Nashville, Tennessee card? What is with this Elvis Presley book club? Am I being reminded of something here? Is this what quartzite, the embarrassing stuff that's going out here? You can't change the spots on a leopard. And something about a quill here. Is it a quill or a quill? Well, I know I'm going into the den of inequity, so this could be a reminder, because for those that do follow my channel, Elvis Presley was a huge part of my healing journey. So this could be because I'm going, like I said, because I'm going back. This is the return to sender. So I can feel the devil sliding next to me. We don't do do-overs. So I'll keep you posted if I run into any of these. You know, I'm going packing with my pair of sunglasses. These are gossipers. Okay. It's something with Elvis here. There he is. This, you know, because I'm an Elvis fan as well. And I live a life of liberty. I'm going to do one more, and we'll see what comes out here. This is possibly, narcissists don't have the awareness that we have, okay? What Nick did, he had absolutely no problem doing it. There's just different levels of it. Someone feeling the squeeze here, possibly because I walked away and have kept away. So we'll see what else comes out here. Spirit has a phenomenal way of giving us little pointers of what you're facing or what I'm facing. But I've said I'm not an anomaly. Because I say Candy Owens, that's carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, you can't see it, but you can certainly feel it. That's spreading rumors and gossip. Whether it's Candy Owens or whether it's your neighbor or whether it's your coworker or whether it's in your family, that's what it's about. They pick on you. This is sibling rivalry that never ends. And what we saw with Nick is what happened in my life as well, but on a smaller scale. Because the cerebral psychopath, very, very challenging to deal with. Okay, so we'll see what comes out here. It's just funny when I hear about the maroon t-shirts, thinking that everybody that's a conspiracy theorist, very paranoid. She's exceptionally paranoid. I don't know why I have to say that, but they are exceptionally paranoid people. And it's not about being schizophrenic. It's not. Schizophrenic people, from my understanding, they hear voices. That would be like, I don't want to say that, but, okay, so this is the final round. So there's a thorn, right? Nick would have been a thorn. This is another drug abuser right here. I was surrounded with a lot of drug abusers, pot smokers though, but it seems like things have turned up a lot. We got methamphetamines, somebody dyslexic out here, but that Nick would have been, Nick Reiner would have been a huge thorn in his side, in their side, but attached to it comes with the love that he has, that the love that they have for the child. So very, very, very challenging person. This was a neighbor. This could be your neighbor. Very challenging for all of the people that witnessed what happened at that Conan O'Brien party. That's the blueberries. Somebody like blueberries here, but or Burberry, because they are exceptionally cold. Nick had a whole thing going on there, Nick Reiner. Okay, so there was no forced entry, so, you know, really challenging for Rob Reiner and Michelle to face the doomsday. It's literally, what is this, art imitating life? When I saw that typing thing come up about being stabbed in the throat on that Stand By Me, it's a combination of Stand By Me, it's a combination of, this is the elephant in the room, that people don't know how to deal with this, and it's misery. It was full of misery, but you have highs and lows. Okay, so that's another drug card. Like I said, I was involved with a lot of unhealthy people, and I had long-term frenemies. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is in spirit, for those that are kind of wondering. This is the poison mushroom. This is little sister, don't you do what your big sister did. Poison mushrooms. That's another drug out there. I survived a poisoning in Porto, and this always reminds me a little bit of Elvis Presley, but drugs as well. I've got drugs in my pocket and I don't know what to do with them. Okay, so poison. That's poison. Wow. Okay, so this is it. And, but yeah, the lyrics to One Night in Bangkok, I can feel the devil walking next to me. So rest in heaven, Rob Reiner and Michelle. And I guess we'll see what else comes out in the news. But have a wonderful day wherever you are. If you're meant to find me, you'll find me. This is a day in the life of a psychic medium, and who found her purpose when she survived narcissistic abuse. Okay, so this is the last card. Take care, and safe flight return, because this is my journey. No one is perfect, and I love this card. This always reminds me of Jesse Aaron Presley, Elvis Presley's twin brother. So you never know what's waiting for you, and we all have spirit guides, we all have guardian angels, and feels like something, you know, we'll see what happens. So I'm going to do another reading today before I head out, and I got wise. Take care. It's all done. Enjoy.